Hi guys, welcome back to another 5 random perfumes. I've grabbed 5 different ones. They're all some of my smaller or shorter bottles, and I just thought that might be kind of interesting to look at them and kind of compare them. They're very different scents, I feel like. Anyway, the first one I have is Guess 1981. This is an eau de toilette, if I remember, yes. And I really like this. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting to like it as well as I do. It's a really nice light scent, so I feel like this would be good for any occasion, really. It gives you just a little pick-me-up. That's the type of a scent it is. I smell it and I'm like, oh, just makes my heart a little lighter. The notes for this are ambrette seed and violet, pear, jasmine petals, and sandalwood, cedarwood, musk, and amber. And I'm getting all of these from Fragrantica, as I always do. So those are the notes, and I think it's a really good mix. And I still kind of can smell my perfume that I put on this morning, so I don't want to spray myself right now, but I'm really tempted to like douse myself in this because it's just making me feel happy, and I think it's that mix. I really like violet in my perfumes. It's a really nice light scent, and it just brings a little bit to the fragrance. This next one is probably one of my most used fragrances. I haven't used it as much in recent times because I've just gotten so many in recent times. But as you can see, I've used a lot of this bottle. I've used well over half of it. This is Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana. This is the original one. This bottle, that's why I wanted it in the first place. That marzipan shaped top of the flower with the little light pink in the middle. It's just so elegant and beautiful, and I love the aesthetics of Dolce & Gabbana. Like everything that they do is so beautiful and ornate, and just really appreciate their stylings. This one, the notes are, let's see, neroli leaf with papaya flower, white amaryllis, narcissus, and white water lily, cashmere, and musk. And I feel like when this came out, was such an unusual scent and so unlike anything else that I had. And it's a floral scent. Whereas the Guess is more of a sweet scent and you get a more mix of things. This is really a floral scent, but not a heavy floral scent. It's so light and bright, and this is one I'm going to spray over it because I can't. Oh, I love it. And I tap, I don't rub, I tap so that I transfer it on to my other wrist, but I never rub to like crush and mutilate the scent notes. But man, this smells so good. I need to bring this. This has kind of gotten pushed to the back of my shelf, one of my shelves, and I think this needs to be pulled forward and used more because it's just so light and bright. And it's those white florals. They're the light florals. They're not heavy like some of the other scents that we get a lot of in perfumes. This is another perfume that I've used a fair amount of. It might not be quite as easy to tell because of the way the packaging is, but you can see that it's down, and it was pretty high up within that glass bottle originally. This one is so tarnished. The one thing that I will say about the Chloe perfumes, because this is the original Chloe, well, the reboot of Chloe, is that they tarnish. This is so tarnished, and it just drives me nuts. I need to get out silver polish. Not that I own silver to polish, but I need to polish my perfume bottles because it looks slightly atrocious. But that means it's actually silver, which is kind of crazy for a perfume bottle, at least in my mind. The notes for this one I actually could not find on Fragrantica because they weren't in the description of the perfume. So these are coming from Ulta's website, and it says it's pink peony, freesia, and lychee, magnolia flower, lily of the valley, and rose, cedarwood, amber, and honey. And this is one of my most distinct scents. Like, I feel like Dolce is a very distinct scent. This is a very distinct scent. This one is going to have the most breadth to it. You're going to be able to smell this all day. It's going to last all day. Others are going to be able to smell it all day. I've gotten compliments on this multiple times. I've had people recognize what scent I was wearing because it's so distinctive. And I really like this one. It is kind of sweet, but not in an overpowering way. And I usually, what I did, I changed it for this, but I pushed the knot to the back so that it doesn't spray out over, the spray doesn't spray out over it, just to save the ribbon a bit. It doesn't seem like it would be so unusual, but it is. And I think there's a few reasons for it. I think the peony is part of that. I think that honey, because it's just, it has a sweetness to it. And I think that honey just brings in enough of that sweetness to really like make it last and make it distinctive. And then rose, anything with rose. I love rose. That's one of my favorite scents, one of my favorite scent notes. And this, it has just a little bit of it. The Roses de Chloe, which I'll talk about at some point in another video, that one is a lot more of the rose, and I love the rose, so it makes me so happy. This next one is Bright Crystal by Versace. I also have Bright Crystal Absolute, and I actually bought them in the opposite order. I got that one first, and then I picked up this one. The notes on this one are interesting. It's pomegranate, yuzu, and frosted accord, peony and magnolia, fresh lotus, amber, musk, and redwoods. It's different. It is very sweet. Like, I smell that. I don't really smell pomegranate because I feel like that seems like a more tart scent, but I really get, it's fruity. It is a fruity scent. And I think it's the frosted accord that gives it that more sweet scent than a pomegranate normally would be. It's not as sweet as Bright Crystal Absolute. It's not as sweet as some other ones, but it doesn't say it has raspberry in it, but it kind of gives me a little hint of that berryness in there as well. I really do like this one. I should use it more often, especially like in the summer, in the spring and summer months, because it is a really nice scent. All right, the final one, which is another short bottle. All of these are short bottles. I'm going to show you really fast. They're just all very nice and compact bottles. Let's hope I don't drop any of them. The tallest is the Dolce, but even that is not a super tall fragrance. And I like these because I have a very short shelf unit, and these all go on that unit. All right, our last one is Salvatore Ferragamo. I hope I pronounced that right. It could be Salvatore. I'm not quite sure. Signorina is the scent. The bottle, oh my gosh, I had to get this because of the bottle. I love the pink and purple bow on it. It's just so delicate and just sweet. The scent notes from this are once again coming from Fragrantica. So was the last one. It is currant, pink pepper, jasmine, pink peony, and rose, panna cotta, soft musks, not monks, and woody patchouli. So it just has a lot of different notes in it, and it is sweet. The thing I don't like about it is the same kind of thing that happened to my Taylor Swift bottles. This plastic is like coated with a fake metal, and it's coming off, which makes it look really cheap and chintzy. It's fine when the lid's on it and it's not having an issue, but every time I pull the lid off, a little bit of that goes away, which makes me kind of sad. But I do like this one. It is unusual because of, I think that panna cotta just is something you don't smell a lot in perfumes. It is once again a sweet scent. Oh my goodness, I just realized mine is cracked right here and it's wanting to break away. Oh, that makes me so sad because it's pulling up as I'm pulling the lid off of it. So I'm not going to pull the lid off of it again. And unfortunately, it's cracking in the front, which I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, that's really upsetting because I look at the difference in quality versus this one, which is plastic, and then the Chloe, which is silver because it's tarnished, or it's a metal that tarnishes. Like it was a silver at one point. But yeah, just the difference in materials that are used is kind of upsetting because even though this is not a terribly expensive scent, it's still like you still spend quite a bit for your perfumes, and the bottle and presentation is part of that as well. So that makes me sad. Back to the scent though, this is another sweet scent. It's not quite as sweet as the Bright Crystal, definitely not as sweet as the Bright Crystal Absolute, but it is in that family. Like it is a sweet gourmand, like it has that gourmand scent to it, fruitiness to it. So those are my 5 perfumes. Have you tried any of these perfumes? Do you own any of these perfumes? Are you interested in any of these perfumes? Are there certain perfumes that you would like to see in our upcoming episode of 5 Random Perfumes? Let me know down below and I will read your comments and get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye.